I kind of slid it down a little fast that time. My bad.
Hey, that's okay.
I got a little excited. I've changed the sound up, so
Welcome back.
Welcome to Sunny Days.
Welcome back, everyone.
I feel like we need like a big mural of the word Sunny Days. I'll work on that.
Mural, yes. I thought you were going to say a mirror, and I was like,
no.
I don't know how that would work.
Just a mural.
Immediately disagree with you.
I figured you would disagree with the mural.
Like just something that says Sunny Days?
Yeah,
I mean,
you love it.
I don't.
You love it?
I don't know if I love it. I'll just have to.
Yeah.
Have to think on it. We'll think on it over the next 100 days.
Yeah, that's right. I guess we only have a few more episodes here, and then we're gone.
We're gone
back in the Vanderbilt.
But we'll still try to record there. But
try. I've already said I'm doing it. What do you mean try? We're gonna.
I just
do
mean
it.
Depending on how you feel.
I'm gonna feel good.
Good.
I'm gonna feel great.
All right. We have lots to dive into today. For those of you who are listening and not watching, I'm rubbing my hands together like hee.
And they can't even see because you're behind the iPad.
Yeah. Lots to dive into. I feel like we're going to touch on a little bit of everything just the past week and just kind of what we've been up to, our exciting lives.
It's quite exciting when you really break it down. Not like exciting, like, oh, this is great, but I'm just saying, like, and I'm not saying it's bad, but it's just a lot going on.
Yeah.
I feel like we've been busy.
Yeah, but then when we like, it's like when we crash out hard.
You mean like
we're just blobs?
Tired? Yeah. Yesterday was.
But that's like one of my top 5 favorite things to do is blob out.
I don't like it.
I love to be a blob.
I don't know how you do it.
Yeah, it's good for a couple days, and then after that, you got to get them to do something.
A couple days. Like, that's like a bender.
Yeah. What were they calling that? Rat girl? Is that what they were called? Is that what it was called?
I don't know. I remember you saying you were a rat girl.
No, I don't think I'm a rat girl.
What do you mean? I thought you were saying you were.
No. Somebody said they thought I was a rat girl, and I was like, I don't really know if I'm a rat girl, but I do think I have some rat tendencies. I like to think of myself as a mouse girl.
I don't know if I know what a rat girl is, I don't guess.
Just a house mouse.
What is it?
I'm a house mouse girl. I don't know. It's somebody here.
Yeah, Google it. Use the
my
internet.
handy dandy
Use
iPad.
The internet. You're supposed to be like Joe Rogan's guy.
What
you should have already been looking at it. You don't have to
rat?
say it while you're looking at it.
Oh, sorry, guys.
That's terrible.
Individuals who embrace a carefree, feral lifestyle are characterized by enjoying snacks, exploring, and being unapologetically themselves without being overly concerned with social expectations. Playful. Let's see.
I know a rat girl.
That sounds just like her, doesn't it?
I know a rat girl.
Sounds like my friend.
But I don't think that's you. I think, so, like you said, you have some tendency. You could be.
I wonder if that's a thing.
Like
a mouse girl.
You don't have to say it.
Oh, God. Don't look up mouse girl, whatever you do.
What is it?
No. We won't go there.
It must be some weird furry thing.
Speaking of weird furry things, just kidding. I don't have anything like that on the agenda. But should we dive into Would You Rather?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah, are you ready for Would You Rather?
That was cute.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yes, I am. I feel like my Would You Rather questions suck.
Yeah, you looked them up for like an hour.
Yeah, I'm
and
sorry.
Then said they sucked. Just make them up. Be creative.
I try. And then I'm just like, these are dumb.
Get Reese to help you.
Okay. I asked Elijah, and I can't remember. Elijah said something about fighting someone again. And I'm just like, no. Okay.
Let's see what you got.
Would you rather be the ugliest person in the world or the stinkiest?
The ugliest or stinkiest?
Yeah. Ooh.
That's actually kind of tough because anybody who knows me, I'm a little weird about the stink.
Yeah.
I don't want to be stinky. Matter of fact, I think it'd be pretty hard for you to catch me being stinky.
I've rarely. Yeah, like I'm talking, how long have we been together? How long have I known you? And like, your stink is like not really stinky.
I stink sometimes?
No, like I have to really get in there.
That's gross.
I have to really like get in there to smell your stinky. And you don't really smell stinky. It's just like.
Well, I go out of my way to make sure that doesn't happen.
I broke a sweat today.
But being ugly has its downfalls, I would imagine. So if I'm stinky, am I pretty?
Well, you're just not the ugliest person in the world. I don't know.
So stinkiest, I'm gonna have to go ugliest. I could still get friends and stuff, but that's just not a good question for me.
So you want to be the ugliest person?
I don't, but I mean, I definitely don't want to be the stinkiest.
No, I zoned out for a sec, and I was trying to make sure because I was trying to think of what I would want to do. I went offline.
Do you? Okay, hold on.
I'm gonna get.
Do you have another one? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
No, I do have another one, but I haven't answered yet.
Oh, okay. Gosh. Hey, can you refocus?
No, well, I'm thinking. You know, I already have sneaky feet.
Yes, you do. It's gross. There's a market for that.
I wash them all the time, guys. I don't know. They get washed every day. Yes, they get washed every day, and sometimes multiple times a day.
It's interesting.
You just don't know. I go into the bathtub and wash them.
It's interesting you think that.
I probably need some sort of, what are those things called? Cleanses.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going
the detox.
I'm going stinkiest.
That's really gross.
We're like two opposites.
If you're the stinkiest person in the world, nobody's going to want to be near you.
But nobody said I couldn't use perfume.
I don't think, if you're the stinkiest person in the world.
I don't know. People say Matthew McConaughey is pretty stinky.
He has a musk. A manly musk.
He doesn't wear deodorant.
He's also a Texas fan, so boo him. You know what? That guy. That's how I feel about him. Horns down, baby. Although they're really thriving right now, which is really unfortunate. For all my...
No, he does not wear deodorant. He prefers his natural
He doesn't prefer... He doesn't prefer it. There's nobody prefers their natural musk.
It says Kate Hudson, who's worked with him multiple times, has confirmed.
Yeah, he stinks probably.
That's what I just said.
I'm saying like he doesn't prefer that. He doesn't like have a, this oaky maple tree musk. It's like stank.
I don't know. I've never been around him.
Oof,
We're not going to slander Matthew McConaughey, okay?
All right.
All right, next one.
All right, go after.
Would you rather read minds or control minds?
Ooh. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty... If you read minds, I feel like it's really going to hurt your feelings.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And I'm trying to think what I could do to benefit from reading minds. Obviously, hey, what's your password? Don't think of it. Boom, boom, boom. I've got it. I'm stealing all your money. I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But controlling... No, I'm going to read minds. I don't want to control people. I want them to ultimately do what they want to do. Yep, I'm gonna read minds. See, I feel like there's a lot you can do with that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Control mind. That's like some Voldemort stuff, you know?
I'm just going to answer and not tell my reason behind the answer.
The Imperious curse, you know?
What?
Yeah, they can control people.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, read the book. If you read the book, you'd know.
Yeah, sorry. Okay. I've watched the movies.
Wow.
I would rather read minds.
Yeah, that's what. So we're on the same page?
Yes,
okay.
I would rather read minds.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
I just know that if I read your mind, I know what you want or you don't want.
I feel like you already think you
ultimately
read minds.
I can get what I want. Both of them are evil, right? So
no, reading minds is evil.
I mean, that's super private.
So I wouldn't feel bad. I would actually be quite intrigued. It'd be like people watching on the next level. You know what I mean?
That's a good way to think of it.
Yeah, you'd be like, whoa,
I guess in the right
They've
hands.
got daddy issues.
But that's what Thanos said too, so.
I'm inevitable.
Yeah.
He didn't say he could read minds, and he didn't say...
No, he just thought it was for the greater good.
No, I don't know if it'd be for the greater good. I mean...
I don't know. You give Thanos vibes over there. So am I. So...
Whatever.
And I'm stinky.
Yeah, at least you can read minds.
I'm like the raccoon.
Stop saying what his name is Rocket.
Thank you.
You're embarrassing me. We came up in the best Marvel generation probably that will ever exist.
It was
and
just
you're calling
easier
him the raccoon.
to say raccoon.
I actually talked to Matt about that today. I was like, Marvel's been really missing lately. But, then I got to thinking, I didn't say this to him, but I was like, if you really think about Marvel in general, which you might not care at all, but each movie, even for a casual girly fan, each movie was great.
Mm-hmm.
And then all you had to look forward to was that next movie, and it was great. And you were like, oh my God, I can't wait. And then when they started combining them with the Avengers, you're like, blah. It was just awesome. And the story worked, and it was,
Mm-hmm.
there were surprises and, little Easter eggs. But now it's like,
well, it's hard to...
You can't keep up with it. There's like 12 series you got to watch, plus the movies.
I feel like it was hard to compete after Avengers. So.
Yeah, but I thought there were some good movies.
Like to follow up after it. Yeah, there were some good ones, but...
Yeah, anyway.
Well...
Good job. Hey, those weren't bad. I don't know why you thought they were bad.
I feel like they were just like...
I mean, nobody died, but I mean...
What would you like if you had... Okay. We're talking about movies. TV shows. We've watched a lot of TV shows.
Right.
And you or earlier were like, if we had to rank TV shows, that would be whatever.
Yeah.
So if we did 5, you had to pick 5 TV shows.
Okay.
Okay, list your 5.
Like.
So 1 being the best.
So my top 5 TV shows that I like. Okay.
Yeah, thanks you.
Sorry.
Thanks you for translating.
I think you're having like a little seizure.
Okay,
and we might take you to the hospital after this because
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm eating a lot of chocolate today.
You're like, like people are going to,
that lava cake we got earlier?
Yeah. Did you eat that one that was eaten?
I ate the whole thing. I'm sorry.
We're supposed to split. I was like, oh, I actually walked by and said, I said, Elijah, man, he really came down here and hammered down, didn't he? And it was you. I'm just glad people are getting a little taste.
I ate a lava cake and then drank a bunch of water.
You'll do that. You'll be like, tell a story and be like, that guy, crazy, huh? Like, what? Like, okay, what guy? What do you know what I'm talking about? We've been married 15 years. You know what I'm talking about?
I like when you make fun of me.
I'm talking about.
That's my voice.
Here, I got a better example.
Oh,
you ready?
No, I'm talking about.
Listen.
Listen, okay? That guy went to the store and I told Mom, you know what I mean? That's rude. What?
I gotcha. Okay, I'm sorry. I've been looking for a reason to use those, and I found it. So top 5. I'm going to go. This is going to be super easy for me, but kind of hard. Like, I know my top 5, but I don't know if I've ever had to put them in an order. So Game of Thrones is on there for me.
All right.
Peaky Blinders is up there for me.
Game of Thrones.
Mm-hmm.
That's number 1?
I don't know. I'm saying so. Then Vikings is up there for me. What is another one that like all time goated for me? Those are like my 3. Because like they have so many limited series that are good, but I don't feel like those. Breaking Bad is somewhere up there for me. I bet if I had to put those 4 though in order, number 1, I love Tommy Shelby.
Mm-hmm.
He's a cool dude. Who is it? Margot Robbie. Is that her name? Margot Robbie? The actress. She said, anybody who something about, she said, if anybody doesn't know or doesn't say that Peaky Blinders is the best show of all time, they haven't watched the Peaky Blinders. So they're my number 1 probably, for sure. And then I'm going to go a next second is probably Game of Thrones. Just because I hated the way it ended, and that's probably the only reason it's not number one, because I really thought the ending was trash. But it was just
is it gonna be shows we finished, right? We've completed?
I mean, it can't be top 5 if you've never completed. Oh, you mean like, are we in the middle of it, possibly? Like it's still going on? Is that what you're kind of getting at?
No, I was just making shorts once we completed it.
If you haven't completed it, it's definitely not your top 5. Although I know what you're thinking in that maybe. You're probably thinking about The Walking Dead because it's still going. Okay, no. Okay. But so what did I say? Peaky Blinders, Game of Thrones. And then, Game of Thrones, the reason I was saying is because like every week
is Walking Dead still going?
Yeah, they had the spinoffs. I think Walking Dead did finally wrap up maybe.
Yeah.
Like just recently.
Walking Dead is like.
But it's not it's not been that long ago. And then I still think that I'm forgetting. I have to be forgetting one. I'm having a bit of a.
You liked the spinoffs.
Oh, Vikings! No, Vikings is super. Like honestly, 3. I'll put Vikings at 3, but it might be 2.
So your number 1 was.
That's actually
Peaky Blinders.
I'm gonna go Peaky Blinders. Man, I'm gonna go Peaky Blinders, Vikings, Game of Thrones. I think that's what I'm gonna do because like the Vikings never got bad for me.
Okay.
It didn't end bad. Actually,
and then Breaking Bad.
Being 4, I guess so because I can't think of my 5th one right now.
Yeah, I'm having trouble thinking of 5. Isn't that weird?
5.
So mine are gonna be Game of Thrones.
The Office.
That's a good.
That's probably a good 5.
That's a good mix up. Yeah. I have Game of Thrones, Peaky Blinders. I like The Handmaid's Tale. I like Breaking Bad. I remember liking Vikings.
Whoa,
I don't remember.
Vikings.
Yeah, I don't remember it anymore. It's gone. Poof, out of
my head.
Good.
Rewatching it, it'll change your life. I rewatched it with somebody.
But yeah, I think I'd have to put The Office.
The Office is good.
Just because it just...
And I'll be like honest, 6 is probably Ted Lasso's coming somewhere in 6, 7.
Oh my gosh, see?
Ted Lasso.
Enough. Yeah.
I mean, but you got to really...
Ted Lasso was good.
I mean, but top 5 though, the top 5 means you waited on it to come out each week and you watched it because you couldn't wait.
Well, The Office, I was late to.
Right, but you watched it in like a month and it's like a ton of episodes.
I did. I watched it while I did everything.
Yeah.
Don't recommend that.
Yeah, I think that's good. I'm happy with that. I think that in my top 3, you could probably change them out depending
on your mood.
Yeah. Game of Thrones, it's just been so long since you've seen it, but think about like House of Dragons. How you just sit there and you wait on the next episode to come out. That's how Game of Thrones was and
I love Game of Thrones.
Yeah, House of Dragons would be top.
I just don't remember everything about Vikings, but I do remember I liked it a lot. But I feel like I can't.
Ragnar Lothbrok.
Yeah, I feel like I can't rank it because I don't.
No, yeah, I agree. For me though, it's really good. I feel like I had another Netflix one that I was really happy with that I just can't think of right this second. But Ted Lasso, The Office for sure. The Office is top 5, has to be in there somewhere. 5, I think, for me, just because.
What a drastic change.
But it's like, it is my number 1 comedy.
Yeah.
Hands down, number 1 comedy show.
I just think it's funny. Like our whole list is like death, fighting.
Yeah.
And then I think The Office.
I think we have like a type, like you had asked today, people like what kind of book.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, like for me, I don't read a lot. I'm starting to read more. But I think I have a type of book like that. I've tried to read inspirational books and like self-help and, just stuff like, and I'm perfect. I don't need that. I'm kidding. But like,
I was like,
you probably do, but I just don't.
This is embarrassing.
Have you ever like read one?
A self-help book?
I say that. I don't know if that's what they're called. But like they're very large worded.
Yeah, I don't know.
They'll use a lot of like really.
No, I guess not. Like I've done like devotional type books and.
Yeah. You'll read a sentence and
like as a teen, I read all of the chicken soup books. I don't think
those
are
like
really
stuff. Okay.
I don't think they're really what did you self-help? I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe that's, like spiritual growth.
Yeah,
and
I loved the Chicken Soup books as a teen, and then I read a lot of those. I can't remember what they were, but it was like it would be about a different girl. Every book had a different girl on it, and they were like from other countries or something. And it just told their
I'm excited. I'm finishing the Harry Potter. I'll be done with it. Like you said, I'll be done with it soon. And I just bought 3 books. I'm not even a book person. But
what books?
See, I almost didn't bring that up because
No, I actually have that as a note. What are we currently watching and what are we currently reading?
Well, I'm reading Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows right now, but
right. And so, what are your new books?
Well, I bought them. And I don't remember the names of them. I don't remember and they were super popular. But
you don't remember the name?
No, I mean I haven't started reading them yet. I think one's like The Red Awakening. The other one is I did pick popular books. And then another one is that comedy book that everybody's been reading where he like turns into his ex-girlfriend's cat or something like that. And it's the apocalypse. That's not it. That looked like
it's about vampires. So I was like, red?
It's something red. I'll have to look. I'll have to have that ready. I mean,
one was like the
it would be easy
Hail
to
Mary
find.
Or something.
It's about an astronaut. Look it up. Astronaut wakes up on space
mission
station.
Something.
Astronaut wakes up on. It's about an astronaut waking up on a space station, and he doesn't know why he's there. And there's some sort of apocalyptic event on Earth. I'm super pumped about that one.
Oh yeah, Project Hail Mary.
Project Hail Mary. That's so. After I finish Harry Potter, I'm gonna read that one, and I'm trying to get Matt to read it with me.
So that's all right.
And then I'm gonna read the comedy one, which that would be easy to find.
Yeah. What was it?
I don't know. He turns into his cat.
Comedy book.
And it's like bestseller. You know who? Speaking of this book, I need to give a shout out because Sir Blair, actually, Man Blair as we call him, he actually told me about
boy
this.
Who turned into cat.
I don't know if that's exactly. It's about an apocalypse, comedy apocalypse. That's what I would type in. But he's like, hey man, you got a lot of time right now. Read this. Actually, he told me to listen to it. He's like, listen to this book. It's gonna be great. And I was like, okay. I was in the middle of the Harry Potter books.
It's not any of these.
And are you serious?
It's all cat books. It's all has cats on.
Don't type cat in. Just type apocalypse comedy book. It's like a series. I bet you people.
You said turns into cat, and I just thought sure.
Maybe I'm wrong that he turns into a cat. I just kind of quickly read the back of it today.
If he doesn't turn into a cat.
Something with a cat and his ex-girlfriend. I do know something like that.
Apocalyptic? Is that how you say it?
Yeah. Did you see it? Yeah. Don't worry about it. What books are you reading?
Dude, how do you not know what books you just bought?
Because I haven't read. There's no investment. I was like, oh, okay, I'll read this.
What books am I reading?
How do you not have the internet and can't find this book? Or how do you, I'll be able to find it. You tell them what books you're reading.
Okay, the books I'm reading are nothing. I've read no books lately. I have read and listened to a lot of books a few years ago. I've tried to read Harry Potter. I'm on the 3rd book, and I'm just can't get into it right now. Sorry, don't judge me. I still love Harry Potter, but I'm just not really in the mood right now. So I finished the series, The Handmaid's Tale, and I loved it so much. And I considered rewatching it because I liked it that much. And then I was like, what the heck am I doing? There's a book.
Right.
And then I was like, I'm going to read the book. And so I actually found it online, and like it gave you like a preview of the book. And I read I think it was like the 2nd page or something that popped up. And I was like, oh my gosh, I had chills and I was hooked. And I was like, I'm getting this book. So bought that today. Had to do the hardcover because I just feel like I'm a hardcover kind of girly.
Yeah, you kind of talked me into that hardcover thing.
Yeah, because I feel like maybe one day, who knows, I'll really get into reading, and then I can have me like a little bookshelf
This is really bothering me. Like this was like the first I Googled
It's
books.
probably like nothing about cats.
No, there's a cat in it. I'll find
Why don't
it.
you log into your Amazon? Is that where you bought it, Ed?
Yeah, but my phone's recording. So.
Well, I meant on the iPad.
No, it's not that important. That's funny.
Go quit playing.
Hopefully, if Blair actually listens to this, he'll be like, "You dummy, supposed to be this." Yeah.
Is that how he talks too?
No, not at all. I'm excited though. Like I actually, I guess, makes sense. But the more I read, the better like I get at like flowing through a book and enjoying the book itself. So yeah, I'm excited. And the other book I got, it's like, I guess like you said, I have a type, it's like another, they say it's really similar to like Hunger Game type.
Yeah.
Book. So yeah, I'll bring them up as I'm start reading them, but I'm super enjoying.
Did it have like a neon cover?
Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm really enjoying this last Harry Potter book. It's very it just trips me out how different it is from the movie. Like there's just so much, and that's why I really want you to read them. It's like, yeah, you know what I mean. But you won't.
Yeah, but it doesn't bother. I've already seen some of that. I've already read some of the differences, and it doesn't bother me like it does you.
I still want to talk to somebody about it. I got nobody to talk to about it.
You can still talk to me about it.
I don't want to talk to you about it until you experienced it, which you're never, like I've accepted, you're never going to finish.
I will. I'm just not in the mood right now.
You're not in the mood for anything.
I don't. What is that supposed to mean? This just got censored.
You
say you were joking.
I was joking.
That's it. Cancel the show.
Cancel. Turn it off.
We're just kidding, guys.
Yeah, sorry.
But are we? Okay, so birthday.
Yep.
This past week we did your birthday.
I'm 36. I'm officially 36. And then you posted that picture, by the way, of I guess like, or you did the cake, and like I got 1 million happy birthdays on the wrong day. So they're like, happy birthday. And I was like, thanks.
Idiots. No.
I know who the real ones are.
Yeah. How'd you like your cake? You
was
wanted
good.
an ice cream cake.
I really enjoyed that. That was easy.
Yeah. Did you like it with the ice creamy cake? Because that's what you wanted.
Yep. I don't think I would have liked it the other way. So there's an argument about which cake I should get.
Not with me. I wasn't arguing. I was just there.
Not with us. Yeah, no, with a friend. She has beef with Baskin Robbins.
Here locally.
Boo! Baskin Robbins on Hacks Cross.
Oh, hold on.
Or no, it's not Hacks Cross.
Yeah, it's not Hacks Cross. Jeez, Baskin Robbins on
Sorry.
Hacks Cross is going to be like, what did we do?
I don't think there is one, actually. Olive Branch.
Yeah. But like, do better, guys. You really hurt her feelings.
Yeah. But she's like, she said we should have went to Dairy Queen and got their cake, but I haven't had.
She said it had fudge or something.
She told me she doesn't remember, but she said it had a cookie or a cake or something. I guess it was fudge. Mm-hmm. But I wanted some sort of bread, like
bread,
some cake.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, we went with Baskin Robbins.
So it was pretty
good? It
good?
was very good. Mint chocolate chip. It's my favorite ice cream, probably.
Okay, yeah.
Enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It's good.
And then we had bags of blood. There was just Gatorade.
Yeah, that was
Because we
funny.
just thought that would be funny. We were trying to lighten the mood.
Yeah, it looked like she had
and
like
some
blood
of
type.
them were, blood. Mm-hmm. So we thought that was funny.
Yep.
And then hold on.
How'd you bring?
I brought some. If I can
Where
find
are
it.
they?
Where'd it go?
A little Nikki?
I need my meds. Where are my meds? And
They're
they
not
were, yeah.
For people listening, she
Amazon.
filled up pill bottles full of candy.
Yeah, Amazon had a whole box of pill bottles that were just somebody had used them. I'm just kidding.
No.
No.
It does look real.
But then
though.
I filled them with candy. And some people were like, what are these? I'm like, no, it's candy. But yeah, just little.
Little Nikki.
Somebody told us that
When you get a
someone
little
they
bite of a
know
pill.
used to take a little nibble of a pill and then they'd say, I just need a little Nikki.
Which
That's
I don't
what I've been
understand
doing.
that, but we
I
say
just
it a
keep
lot
them
now.
in my purse. This gives me a little boost.
Yeah, a little boost. We always need it. Everybody needs a
after
boost.
that chocolate wears off.
was wondering where you disappeared to.
Yeah, but these candies are, wow.
Yep.
I ate it really fast. I was
Oh.
not gone that long.
Whole big backing over there.
Those candies in that bottle, though, are really good. The sweet tarts.
Yeah.
The sweet tart gummies. So if you haven't had those, you try those. Everyone loved them. Red Gatorade's always a hit.
Yeah.
And what was your favorite part of your birthday?
You know, we didn't have, like, I actually.
But you did things that you liked.
Yeah. I had a couple of my buddies text me, like, nice invite. But it really was just a couple people that came over.
Yeah. We're trying to be really careful the closer we get.
Really, really close.
Yeah.
So anyway.
And it wasn't like, it was very low key.
Yeah.
Like,
it felt like my last two Raw, though, like, you know, being around a group of people. And then we played a little cornhole, you know, they all fought through and did the games I wanted to play or whatever. And, but yeah, it was good. I turned the hot tub on. I hadn't been in
since last year.
This first time in the pool. So I just went ahead. I don't know if I'm supposed to or not supposed to get in. So
I think you're okay.
I got in. I didn't drink any of the water, so I feel like I'm safe.
Yeah.
And then
because usually you do. You drink a little bit of it.
Yeah, get a little nicky.
We're kidding, guys.
But yeah, so I just enjoyed being around my friends and my boys, my family, and just letting my kids play with some other kids and you know,
some other ones.
I'm saying not
some rando
me.
Kids.
You know, they've been around just us, I guess is what I'm saying. And so that was nice to just kind of let it all kind of go for a little while and get ready, refill my cup a bit.
Yeah, good for your mental health and
yeah, for sure,
your heart and
yeah, it was good.
And then you watched a Goofy movie.
Yeah, we did everything.
It was so funny because what movie did you watch first?
We watched.
You watched Tangled.
Tangled.
And she's like, "It's my birthday."
Yeah, that's right.
And he goes, "It's my birthday too."
So I have the same birthday as Tangled. It turns out.
And then what was the other movie we watched? And it was their birthday.
I don't remember. Did we watch another movie?
Yes, and you were like, "It's their birthday too."
What was that? I feel like we watched a lot of movies.
We watched a lot of movies that day.
What was it? I know we watched Goofy movie, but I mean, it is technically the one girl's birthday, but that's not. We didn't say that one.
No, I don't remember. It was a cartoon, right?
I don't know.
It was. Why can't we know?
It's really bothering me, though. Man, we can't remember any. We should write things down, you know.
That's what it is.
But yeah, it was funny because it was two movies that we watched. In both movies, it was their birthday.
Yeah. It's my birthday.
Yep.
That's how she says it. But yeah, I had a good birthday. A friend made birthday pancakes, basically. They were blueberries.
From scratch.
She's made blueberry pancakes from your blueberry bush.
2 bushes.
And then chocolate M&M pancakes.
I have 2 blueberry bushes. I have 2 apple trees and 2 peach trees. So, yeah, I'm kind of a farmer. I want 2 cherry trees.
I thought you were going to say I want 2 chickens.
Well, I want chickens, but she won't let me.
All right, now you don't need chickens. There's too much.
Well, maybe
I would have to do all the work. You're scared you're going to swallow pool water.
Grow up.
No, I don't want to
be my caretaker.
Do chickens right now.
Be my caretaker.
I just want to eat chicken.
Big back.
That's rude. You can't say that.
You said that today. You said, I'm just big back. I'm just a big back.
This is just plastic, guys. It's not a booger.
Can girls be big back? Well, did you flick a booger?
No, I flicked a piece of plastic.
It's on camera. They're going to call you out. What a day.
Okay. And then we had your birthday. And a couple of days later, we had to pack up and go to
Vanderbilt.
Yeah. Because you had another bone marrow biopsy. You said this one hurt.
Yes, it hurt pretty good. So I've had 3 different people do them. And it's kind of relevant because I think I mentioned this. The one lady had the bone marrow biopsy done to herself. She donated to see what it felt like. And that's the one I had. She's really good. She does a great job. She's been doing it forever too. But then I've had the other two ladies do biopsies, and this lady, I mean, she was really nice, and she was younger, so I guess she hadn't been doing it very long, maybe, or as long, and it hurt. Yeah.
Sorry.
That's all right. I mean, it like the numbing always kind of hurts, but it hurt a little more, and then the drill part hurt, and then the suction, which hasn't been hurting as bad for some reason.
Hurt.
Maybe the technique that the other two women used was a little bit gentle. I don't know, but it hurt. Which thank God the guy with the camera didn't stay in there for that one.
Yeah. You had Nashville's Channel 5 News came down, and they wanted to cover the story of Colton and Reese again.
I don't know where they caught somebody
locally sent them the story. Yeah. And then didn't someone else share it with another news station? They just like reposted it.
Yeah, Salt Lake City, Utah played Memphis. That's who it was. Your Uncle Philip actually shared it with us.
Okay.
And he's like, I guess he was in Salt Lake maybe, and it played. And he's like, oh, look, it was on the 18th of May.
Wow.
Yeah. And then Nashville played.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Utah.
you can find it. I sent that you the website.
Weird.
Yeah, I know they stole.
All week I've been thinking, where do I want to move? And Utah's been on the list.
Let's go.
Has anyone been? Is it nice? I don't know why.
Utah.
Yeah, I've just been thinking like that area is where I need to live.
That's west, right?
I guess I don't know. Yeah. Right? By Montana and stuff.
Yeah.
I need to move out west.
Yeah, but that was cool. The news station caught wind of our story. And then he reached out to me and was like, hey, when are you going to be down here next? I want to do something. And I kind of forgot. I told him when we were coming down. And then he remembered and reconnected. And he did a really good job. I think that.
Oh, he did great. Yeah.
He was really cool.
He was so nice. They were all nice. Personable. And all of them were nice. Okay. The first guy that we met that worked for the hospital and walked us around, who did he remind you of?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. Who is the guy? I'm having a brain fart. His
name's on
the tip of my tongue. He played in Ozark.
Oh, you're talking about...
Did he not remind you of him?
I
don't...
What is his name? I listened to his podcast. Yeah. What's his character's name in Ozark? The main guy. Oh, man.
Jason Bateman.
Yeah.
And he played Marty Bird.
Marty Bird. Yeah.
Did he remind you of him?
That's another good show.
Like, I feel like they could have been brothers.
Yeah, I could see what you're talking about. Yeah, he was really, yeah.
Like, even his mannerisms.
Yeah,
and I was freaked out the whole time.
Really
I was like,
it was neat. I had to give permission. I had to give permission to the hospital to the hospital who, I guess, I don't know, I had to sign forms saying that it was cool that they recorded me and showed me being a patient there. And the hospital monitored. They were there the entire time that he recorded me. Mm-hmm. He followed me around. He went in the biopsy room with me, which was cool.
Oh, that was funny. I saw him when you were signing in. He was videoing, and he was like right next to you.
I told
but they can't. What it is they can't
get anybody else.
Yeah, they can't video anyone else in the hospital,
right,
for privacy reasons. So they had to be super up close to your hand and your writing.
I told him. I said, every time I ran into somebody or like had to sign in, I was like, I said, I'm kind of a big deal, But they all knew I was coming. I guess they informed everybody because, like, when I went and got my IV put in, on the transplant floor, they were like, "You ready to be on camera?" And I was like, "I guess so."
They're always making jokes with you.
Yeah, I was like, "I guess I am."
I realized on that one video that I took, and you're walking in, someone said, "Have fun."
I was like, "Okay,"
and you were like, "Yeah." It's like, man, they're cracking jokes in here.
Get the drill out.
It's party time, baby.
No. Yeah, but that was fun. I mean, I enjoyed doing it, and I think Reese likes doing it. Or, he enjoys telling the story.
Yeah.
And the shout out to the school. That was cool. We, they prayed for us.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The band, yeah.
The band prayed for us for the transplant.
That was cool.
For Reese.
Reese's.
Yeah.
Band, teachers and kids, they prayed over him, and
Yeah, that was really neat.
Very nice.
It was cool. I was like telling, my kids are just super immature. And I'm like, well, they are, but they're boys. They're like, I was like, listen, hey, I know some of these might be your friends, but we're not this isn't funny. This is serious. And they're like, okay.
I thought they did pretty good.
That's what I was saying. Like they did really, really,
Elijah was like, I hate being the center of attention. He's whispering in my ear.
Yeah, they, because we went up front in front of everybody.
I'm so embarrassed. And then I was hungry, so my stomach growled, or we had just eaten. That's what it was.
Okay.
And my stomach, I guess, was kind of digesting, and it digests loudly. And it was like, rah, rah, rah. And he was like, oh my gosh, the whole room just heard your stomach growl. I was like, oh my gosh, this is what it's like to be. It took me back to middle school.
Because you're like that. You're like that now.
I was like that, yeah. No, if I had a coughing fit, those coughing fits, I would not. I would hold it in and die.
Really?
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? Like you'd be like, and you couldn't stop. The coughing, and that never happened to you?
Yeah.
Like in class, like you'd get a cough and then it just like wouldn't stop. Oh, no, I would just like this. Like, I turned blue face. I holding it in.
It doesn't make any sense.
No.
Like, it's a part of life.
I wasn't going to be that kid who coughed 100 times.
Did you fart in class?
Never. I don't fart now.
You better not.
I hold it in.
I'll leave you. I tell people at work that I used to when I had a job. I'd say, I was like, my wife better not fart. I'll leave her. And they're like, poor Courtney. I could tell when I was leaving. Oh man, but really don't.
Wouldn't.
So hold on, you've been thinking about moving? Like, what you said Utah?
Yes. I don't know. I just want to be over there somewhere.
Why?
Arizona. I've been like, I used to feel like Utah was really bland. And then I've just kind of been I don't know, maybe it's just the places I'm looking at. And it just looks pretty.
I think it's pretty there,
yeah. I used to just think Utah was like flat and bland. I don't know why I thought that.
I think it's nice. There.
Yeah. I don't know. I would. If you would just say, yeah, let's go, I would go.
Oof. I'm close. I mean, I might.
I would live in a tiny home.
You say that.
No, I would. What do I do now? I literally sleep, wake up, do stuff. Sit on couch, go back to sleep.
Yeah, these days. I don't know. I guess I would. I think we've kind of goofed around talking about it, but if I moved, it would be like.
I sent you a TikTok. A guy said that one time he had heard like someone talking and they were saying, if you ever feel like you're pulled to move to somewhere and you don't know why, like you don't really have a connection to the place, but you just know you're supposed to move there, that you should do it because the next phase of your life is waiting on you there and you just don't know it. And so he said, I never believed that. And he was like, then I ended up doing it. He said, I can't remember where he said he moved, but he was like, why do I never had a desire to live here ever? It's like across the country. Like wasn't even on my list. What is there? I don't have a job there.
Right.
And he said, he was like, all right, obviously he's a single young man,
Right.
And he was like, yeah, he packed up and went. And he's like, there's so many things that have happened in my life that if I hadn't have moved here, they would have never happened. And they were big things. So I just thought that was cool that he said that.
I'd have to be somewhere cool though.
Yeah.
Like it would have to be.
But we probably won't move. I'm going to stay here because we're financially responsible.
Maybe not. Wait till the kids get out of high school. We'll be like, all right, dudes, it's been good. Bye.
I don't know. Then I feel bad.
So it has to be before they get out of high school?
I got to take them with me. We got to.
I mean, I didn't say leave them forever. I just meant like, surely they'd be in college at that point.
Where though? What if they're here and then I'm just going to leave them behind?
Yes.
No, I can't do that. Where will they live?
In a van down by the river. Yeah. I would move to like Hawaii. Hawaii. Or like, isn't that how they say it?
I don't know.
Hawaii.
Oh, you were doing it on purpose. I thought it was like an accident.
I mean, I was trying to be respectful, but you made me sound like a hillbilly.
Sorry.
I would probably do I honestly would move to Alaska if it was just me. I know you wouldn't be able to handle the winter, I don't think.
No.
But I could do it. I think. I loved it there. Homer. I'd go to Homer.
Homer was beautiful.
Live there. Go out to the spit.
No, Hawaii is not pronounced with 2 E's.
Hawaii. I didn't do 2E. I said Hawaii. I didn't go Hawaii.
Hawaii.
Hawaii. Whatever. You probably say
Hawaii. You can say is it
Arkansas. That's probably how you pronounce Arkansas.
Hawaii and Hawaii.
Oh. I've been saying it wrong this whole time.
Hawaii is the same, or is what you should do. Hawaii.
Is that not what I did? Hawaii?
You said Hawaii.
Whatever, dude.
Oh, I'm about to mess you up with this Googling.
You know, speaking of it, something just popped in my head. Random. Probably not on your list, but with all these like tariff cuffs, not tariff, God, but with like all the cuts for like medical.
I bet you said tariff cuffs.
I did. Well, I did, I think, on accident. But I was trying to say, I was thinking with all of like all the cuts to the medical world and like funding.
Oh, like the research.
Mm-hmm. They cut. So I used to donate bone marrow.
Mm-hmm.
So they would take the bone marrow they needed to do it, you know, for my health.
You'd give a double.
And then I would give another dose.
Yeah.
Might as well. It hurts all the same.
Yeah.
You know, and so.
Well, that's really sweet. I'm sure not everyone does that. So.
I did ask. They said not a lot of people do it, which I thought was odd. I mean, how do they expect people to learn and save your life if they're not having a disease?
I can imagine if you feel horrible and you're at a certain point, you're just like, just take what you need and go.
One more pull.
I mean, I would probably do it too because I'm a sucker. Like if you ask me,
they don't
to
do it no
something,
more. That was the point. They quit doing it because there's no funding for that research. I was like, okay, do you want another vial? And they're like, no, we can't do it no more. There's no more funding. And I'm like, what? Of all the things,
you should have asked what they did with your past bone marrows.
You signed something saying, you know.
Yeah, but if they cut funding, does that mean they threw away everyone's bone marrows, or do they freeze it?
I'm sure they froze. I think
for a later date.
Surely.
Do you think they could ever use your bone marrow to replicate you, clone you?
Yeah, I mean, I guess your DNA's in there, right? I mean,
like that's your real DNA.
That's in there.
That's the core.
Maybe they are cloning me. I mean, I get it.
They could just upload all your memories. That's like some
more of
Black
a perfect
Mirror
version
stuff
of me, which you didn't think could be possible, but obviously.
Maybe that's why they haven't done it, because they're like, it doesn't get much better than this.
yeah, that'd be no, they don't want me. I mean, I'm broken. I'm genetically broken right now.
Don't say that.
Right? And that, I mean, inversion 16, chromosome flip.
I mean, a little, but.
I had someone, oddly, through the Nashville, we've had people reach out to us through the Nashville news
from
thing.
The news outlet.
Yep.
Okay.
I thought that was pretty cool. They're like, I'm not going to say any names or anything, but oddly, one of the people that saw our story that lives there, she had leukemia, AML, and her daughter was her match, and she was just a half match like Reese, which I thought was pretty interesting. I don't know. Just seems a small world.
Yeah.
She's doing well.
That's awesome.
She's actually at Vanderbilt right now. Like, she goes up. She's not up there, but she goes in there, you know, however many times a month or whatever to do all of her treatments and, you know, bone marrow biopsies.
Is she still getting like transfusions maybe?
No, I don't. I mean, she's been a year out of stem cell. So, no transfusions or anything. I think that she just does blood tests.
Okay.
Like once a month. And then she said she'll have her last bone marrow biopsy soon, which I thought was kind of cool. She said it's her last.
And then they'll move her to like
just blood, peripheral blood only. And then they'll space it out.
Really?
Yep. I thought that was kind of neat. Unless the peripheral, which is kind of interesting from a cancer standpoint.
Did she mention about our graft versus host at all?
Yep, she did. She said she had a little skin stuff, but she had to use like creams and stuff like that. And she had, I think she was saying it was the mucositis. She said sores in her mouth. I think she used the word blisters. But
yeah.
Not much, which is pretty cool.
Be careful using them creams.
She did say this, though. I didn't know this. She ate some avocados during the 100 days. She said it about killed her.
Had allergic reaction.
Staph infection. I didn't know this.
From avocados?
I don't know. I'll have to Google it, but she said that avocados carry staph and your body's able to fight it off. But because of the immune system. And that's a fun fact, actually. So when your immune system is nothing or you're neutropenic, you...
they do carry staph.
Yeah, she told me, like, she said cantaloupes, watermelons, and avocados, to not eat them or to wash them thoroughly. So I'm just not going to eat. Just not going to do it. I was like, that was easy. She actually told me about a bunch of things that she's researched, like benzene.
That's why I bet that just occurred to me because we were like, oh, what if they're not washed well or this or that?
She's like, some of them carry it.
But remember, they were like, don't eat lettuce or tomato when you were in the hospital for it. It says lettuce, tomato, cabbage, radish, cucumbers, spinach, sprouts. Those are some fruits like strawberries.
You got to be careful what you eat.
That's great.
A lot of the things that people have are like gut related or that end up hurting them really badly. Like she said she got staph when she was recovering and from avocados. I was like, oop, I'm only eating cooked food. She talked a lot about some other. It
says not all fruits and vegetables carry staph, though.
She only mentioned avocados and she mentioned watermelons and I think cantaloupes need to be washed thoroughly before you. She said before you cut them.
Yeah, it says
you want to wash
unwashed raw fruits, so you need to cook everything. So you can like have like squash and zucchini, but you have to cook it.
Yeah, I'm cooking everything.
Yeah,
I'm just not going to risk it. Yeah, I plan on not getting sick. That's the goal for me.
Crazy.
I'm not getting sick. Just not going to do it.
I eat staph all the time.
You're disgusting. Get your life together. No guacamole.
Aw. We got to take you back to Mexican. You got to eat all the vegetables, all the guac you want.
No, I'm good.
Right now?
Yep, I'm good. No,
none?
Not risking it. Not
It'll
getting
already
me.
Be digested.
Meh, I'll wait. It's just my life.
Yeah, but you have an immune system.
Hello.
Now. She had no immune system. Nothing in her gut. It was all killed. That's why you can't fight it off. Now I have to school you. Let me start Googling.
You gonna school me?
I'm just kidding.
You want me to just chance it? Just, man, you can eat some guacamole now.
Yeah, because you have good gut health. And
we don't know what my gut health is. I told Matt today, I said, Matt, you going to read this book with me? He's like, dude, I don't have time. I said, Matt, you know I have cancer, right? He's like, yeah, I've been thinking we could read a book together. I got him.
He does work a lot.
Got him. But yeah. Yeah, it's been a good week, though. I mean, other than I'm a little sore from my biopsy.
Been a good week, yeah.
I'm super tired. I don't know what it is.
Oh, I'm exhausted too.
I need a couple of days. Yeah. I think I needed probably.
Yeah, I think we just had a lot going on the last week. Lots of running and then.
Running and gunning.
Yeah.
We still have to get ready for.
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking our next episode, we could talk about maybe our must-haves for
down there.
Our trip, or like maybe things you want to do before you're locked away for 100 days that you want to pack in.
I can't do anything.
Thinking maybe you could. We talked about this, yeah.
I asked her again the other day.
And she said you have to stay in.
She didn't say staying home, but she was kind of like hunker down. She kind of used the hunker down phrase again.
Mm-hmm.
Because she said, like, she made a comment the first time. She was like, obviously, we're going to check you for.
So not like just stay away from sick people, but like you just need to stay home.
That was our conversation initially. I need to call her again. Mm-hmm. Like initially, she's like, look, and just enjoy not being on chemo. You've come this far, you just need to hunker down. And then she said, it's not only like we're going to check you for any sort of infection.
Did you ask her this last time we went?
She said she's going to check for infection and everything. But she said, if you end up getting like an infection and we don't catch it, and then we wipe your immune system, it's just a big problem.
Yeah, no, I remember you saying that. I didn't know if she was saying maybe just be cautious. Well, we're about to lock the doors.
Yeah. I mean, I asked her about getting in the pool. Now, she said I had to wait till the biopsy healed all the way. So probably at the very end. And then I did say, like, could I go like hit golf balls or anything like that? And she said, once the biopsy.
That'd be okay with like the dirt and stuff, you think?
I'm going to re-ask it, but she said that her words was that should be fine. I don't know, you know. So I'm hoping if I can do anything, it'd be nice to maybe do a little golf before. But
maybe just disinfect everything and
that's what I
the
was
steering
thinking.
Wheels and stuff like that.
I was thinking that, and then
the little pencils.
Not play with anybody or anything like that, or just keep I feel like being outdoors might be good, but I think it's, you know, like she was saying, I guess I've done it this long. What's a little bit more, you know?
Yeah.
Spend time with the kids.
Well, maybe we'll just do a what you want to bring.
Yeah, let's do that.
Must-haves or something.
Let's do it. And I plan on having Elijah on before we go.
Yeah.
Kind of get his perspective.
I think that'd be good for him too.
Oh, definitely. I think he's wanting to get on, but also I want everybody to see him, and you know, he was just as willing to do this. He just wasn't selected. So
yeah,
I'm sure that's an interesting perspective.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, but I appreciate everybody today. We got to do a little Harry Potter here. Plus, we want to show off our new little.
Yeah, can you reach it?
Yeah, I got you.
Your arms are longer.
Yeah, we got a friend of ours. Probably sick of hearing them. It's they got a 3D printer and they made this for us.
Yep. How cool.
I know.
You get a 3D printer.
Uh-oh.
Hold on. I'm not very good at opening it.
Other way.
I'm just weak.
No, pull it straight up. Ah. You know, I am realizing maybe how much I'm enjoying this Harry Potter. This is Elijah. You know, and speaking of our intro, Elijah designed that. I've been meaning to say that. Elijah designed the whole thing. He did it on his iPad.
Yours
which
is
cool.
so easy.
Ooh, you might not get this. What pub does the night bus drop Harry Potter off after he... I cut it. After
the Leaky Cauldron.
After he leaves the Dursleys in Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban.
Leaky Cauldron?
Good job. Okay. Because you just read half that book. That's the only reason you got that one right.
No, it's also said in the movie. I'm watching it play out in my head.
You plotched it?
I plotched it. What position does Harry Potter play in Quidditch?
Oh, man. I wonder what that is. Seeker.
One more?
Yeah. Some of these are new. In Harry Potter's first Quidditch match, how does he catch the snitch to win the game?
His mouth. Right?
Yes. Good job.
How was Rita Skeeter listening to private conversations at Hogwarts all year?
She is she could morph into like a beetle or something like that. I can't think. She's it's called something. But
it says animagus.
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 That's what his godfather is. Remember?
Oh.
Sirius Black is Animagus. He can turn into a
didn't know
dog.
That. I don't remember that name. So cool. Like
you're on the book where you learn about it, which you won't. You won't finish. So.
I might have read it and forgot.
It'd be hard to forget. Well, I had fun today.
Me too.
Sorry if we felt like we was all over the place, but it has been a long week for us.
It's just life too. So
yeah, and we're late. This episode will not come out this week.
If you don't like us, don't listen.
I guess we'll drop this one next week. It's already, what is today?
No, I think we should drop it
All right, drop.
This week.
Done. We're going to drop it.